Good evening and welcome to Sun City. It is the Sunbet Poker Tour. We are live at the Hall of Fame in Sun Central, and it is stop 3 of season 2, and we're at Sun City, and we're very excited to be here.
How's it, Kate? Yeah, it's pretty cool to be here. Nice full poker room on the first night. 2 events going, the 25k and the very famous 5k Little Slam.
Yeah.
Both events picking up some nice steam already. The 25k close on 70 buy-ins already into that, or 70 unique entries into that. Yeah. Plus, I know a bunch of people coming through tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So this 1 million will probably go well over 2. So come down and have a crack if that's what you want to have a do. But exciting times at the Sunbet Poker Tour.
Yeah, we've had such a great vibe leading up to this tournament. We had a really nice satellite series. There's loads of seats going into all of the events throughout the series already, through satellite winners. We gave away a lot of accommodation through satellites, which is really cool because regardless of the poker, and I don't want to say regardless because that's what we do, but it's such a great place to come to.
Yeah, Sun City is just awesome, isn't it? And like it's so freezing cold in Joburg, and you know,
it just takes the edge off when you're in Sun City.
So we got here, and it's much warmer, and the weather's looking great for the rest of the week.
Yes.
So, you know, and there's a public holiday in between.
Yes.
So that makes it like kind of a
perfect opportunity.
Yeah, look, I mean, the public holiday, if it was on Thursday, would probably suit people a little bit better. But anyway, it's on Wednesday. It's National Women's Day.
Take a 5-day week. It's fun.
Yeah, that's cool. National Women's Day, Kate. Yeah. Did your boss give you the
I got to write a letter.
Okay.
See if I can apply for a day off.
Yeah, okay. I don't know that guy.
Ask all those guys that you're looking at down there if I can have the day off.
Yeah. Anyway, Kate then will be celebrating Women's Day on another day this year.
I'll put it on my tab. It's fine.
But talking about celebrating, Caitlin, you celebrated your poker career in Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago. How was that?
Yeah, it's great. It's mind-blowing to go to Vegas when you've only ever seen poker in South Africa. It's been like this thing that we've always tried to do, and I've just never gotten it right. That stuff's never worked out, and I've never gotten to go. So it was an amazing opportunity to go to Vegas. We took an amazing team of people over. It was so much fun. There were so many South Africans. I think it's the biggest South African contingent we've ever had there.
Yeah, it was just truly amazing. And the South Africans did so well.
Yeah, they did. 4
final tables at WSOP events. And let's not forget about what happened on the outside of WSOP.
Yeah.
Giovanni on arrival wins a 100k tournament.
You also had a very nice showing at one of the tournaments at the
Aria. Myself at the Aria, and Daniel and Bertie doing well at a win event in the Mystery Bounty, and a bunch of results. You know, I mean, spearheaded by I think Jesse and Amund, where Jesse made the first final table, and then Googie backed him up, and then Moaz arrived and he caught one, and then Rudolph in the seniors. I mean, he was our best showing.
That was amazing.
Coming 7th out of over 4,000 entries in the seniors, and there's some footage out there that people would have seen already, and the South African contingent was incredible. I mean, Rudolph had 5s, his exit had 5s against 9s, and that board flopped out 4, 6, 7. I mean, the noise on the rail was absolutely mind-blowing. It was so cool. I was so proud to be South African. I was just so proud to just be there with all my friends. It was just super amazing.
Yeah, and just for all, I think there were a bunch of South Africans that had never been before, like Sugen, and I don't know if Rajiv had ever been before, but I know they had a really great time.
Stephen Courtney first time.
Yeah, so I think it was such a huge eye-opener for South Africans in general, and it's so great that they get to come back from there and share that experience with other players and like promote the game even more than we do. As much as we try and make sure everyone's involved, like you want to make sure that dream is still attainable.
Absolutely, and I think the momentum from there is already just carried onto this trip to Sun City. It's just been super incredible, and I'm so happy for you that you eventually got to Las Vegas to go and experience what it's all about. You know, for the viewers out there that don't know Caitlin, and you probably should know her if you've been in poker, because she's been in poker forever. You know, the amount of effort that this woman has put into South African poker is undeniably the most I've from any person. And now she's getting a little bit of a blush, but you certainly have contributed a tremendous amount of time and effort and success into South African poker. So thank you for all of that. Let's get a little bit onto some nice Sunbet Poker Tour news.
Yeah, so speaking of Sun City, since we're here, we have reset the leaderboard.
Yeah, the race to Sun City.
Yes, so we're doing things a little bit differently this year. It's going to be the race to Sun City. There's going to be massive prizes. It's not limited to the top 10 this year. It's limited to the top 40.
Correct.
Yeah, and those 40 players will each win themselves an entry into a free roll tournament when they can win up to 2 million rand in absolutely free prizes.
Well, yeah, it's a 2 million rand free roll, of which 1 million is in cash.
Yeah.
The other million is in add-ons to be disclosed at a later stage. So those kind of add-ons will be casino vouchers and Sunbet vouchers on their platforms, and like we said, we'll soon disclose and finalize all of those. Plus the top 40 get to come back to Sun City for a free roll.
Yeah.
They're going to get 2 nights accommodation.
I was going to say a Sun
here.
City experience.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely cool. And the cool thing about it is you have to go in for the top. You can't just finish top 40 and think you're okay, because we're going to have a staggered chip start.
Yeah, so there's more to it. You can't just like get into the top 20 and think you can chill for the rest. Yeah, you want to get to the top, because the higher you are on the leaderboard, the more chips you start off with 100%. In the tournament.
So just to give you like some sort of idea, the person who finishes on the top of the leaderboard could start a tournament with, for example, like 500 big blinds, and the person who ended up in 30th spot might only start with 30 big blinds. So it's really important to find your way in there. We're limiting the point structure to 40k events and below, so players can't get an advantage by playing in super high rollers and those
or
kind
like
of
invitationals
events.
and
so
stuff
up to
like
the
that.
high roller, whatever the high roller is, the standard high roller and below will all qualify for points for this race. So that's really, really exciting, and we're going to put on a really, really good show here at Sun City, and they're excited to have us.
Yeah, and I think Sun City is always a great place, and they've helped us put on an amazing show here. The team here has been absolutely fantastic this year. They go out of their way. There's guys from the F&B team like Patrick Carty, Gary Williams, who just comes with us everywhere. Shame we put him through a bit of hell, but he always makes sure everything gets done for us. And the team on the ground at Sun City have just been fantastic this year.
And is that spearheaded by Lesejo?
Yes, Lesejo is our events manager, as well as Kia, and they've done such a great job. Everything's been on the ball. We ask for something, it gets done. It's such a great help. They've helped us make this venue look amazing, get everything set up in time. I think it's one of the first series where, like, the day before the event, we were like, so everything's done now, what do we do?
Yeah, that's pretty cool, and that's very nice.
Yeah.
And pretty excited. We've got a nice little set going on here, and lots of people in the galleries. If the cameras pan around here,
we've
you'll see
changed
that the
things a little
galleries
bit.
are nice and full, and that's really cool. If I look down onto the feature table, it's part of the Mega Million, the 25k. I can see JP van der Spey. Now, for those of you that don't know that name or haven't heard that name, he led day 1B of the main event, $10,000 buy-in at the World Series of Poker this year.
He finished day 1B as the chip leader of the whole day.
He led.
That's mad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he was the chip leader
of like 3,000 and something people.
Yeah, and that was just pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And JP doesn't like play much poker at all,
yeah,
let
not
alone
recently.
in South Africa. So we are just so excited that he's here.
And I chatted to him quite a bit, and he said he hadn't played poker for like so long. And he was like teaching his brother-in-law or something, and they were having like a fun game, and he actually realized, he was like, I miss doing this, like this is so much fun, let me go play a bit more. And it's so great to see him back at the tables after quite a long hiatus in South African poker, of course.
Yeah, so that's awesome, and we're so happy that we managed to get him here, and him amongst all of our wonderful patrons. It's so nice to see them. The little slam behind me getting quite full, Kate. I can't see behind there. 2 pits going.
I can't see that far to tell you how many entries are in, because I should be wearing glasses, but I'm not. 75. I stand to correction.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll grow. That'll grow. I mean, just considering the other half of the field are playing the 25k.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
And don't forget, there's late registration all the way into about lunchtime tomorrow, so there's still plenty of time. I know there's actually a lot of rooms that are only checking in tomorrow. People work on Fridays. If you want to take the long weekend, you have to work the Friday. So
okay, yeah. And both of these events, I think you can late register with 35 bigs plus, somewhere around there. So
yeah, there's still plenty of play to come.
Absolutely. So just make your way to Sun City tomorrow. I think play resumes at 11 o'clock. Just go online and just have a look at our schedule. It's all out there. Some accommodation back available. We managed to steal some. Thank you, Gary Williams.
We managed to steal a few more rooms. We were a touch and go this morning, so we actually closed our online bookings because it was that full. I could only get rooms based on availability. But Gary did us a very big favor and worked some magic and found us another like 30 or so rooms.
Oh, that's amazing.
So
but now they can't phone you, right?
No, they can't.
Phone is off. You
Those
can't
are only available online.
Only available online on the online platform.
Yes.
So go for it. Hurry up and get yourself to Sun City.
At various hotel options.
Yeah, and if I think about the week's pretty awesome. I'm going to start at the end of the week with a 2 million guaranteed main event.
Yeah.
Like, I never like to overshoot the mark, but I can tell you that main event is guaranteed for 2 million, but we will definitely I believe, get very close to 3.5 or 4 million from the bookings that we can see on hand.
And the satellites that have gone through, I think we've got at least 60 satellite seats that are already booked into that event.
And there'll be a ton of satellites going on here at Sun City to get into that. So that's a really cool event to think about. Before that we have a warm-up event. Which is guaranteed for R500,000, so that's going to be fun on the Thursday going into Friday. The Wednesday, the public holiday, we got a very, very cool 5k bounty super stack or super deep stack. You start with 60,000 chips, $1,500 for every time you knock out a player, so that's very cool. Tuesday's a high roller.
Yep.
Monday is the big shot. And before I go back to Sunday, we also have a 500,000 Rand 10k super stack guaranteed on Saturday, as well as another one this Saturday, which I know is not guaranteed tomorrow, but that'll be busy because there's enough people here, so that'll be a fun event. So even if you get here late tomorrow and you missed the little slam or the 25k, you'll get into
there's
the 10k super stack.
To play, yeah,
there's a lot. But our feature event this year is the 100,000 Rand heads up challenge. How like is that?
It's going to be really exciting. As limited to 16 players, all those spots have been filled up.
Yes, absolutely.
So we're going to do a very exciting, completely random live draw to get the seats onto the ladder. It's going to be a knockout process. It's all going to be televised, and then the last round of that, when we get to the final two, will be played on Monday morning.
Absolutely, at 12 o'clock we'll be playing. So 3 rounds on Sunday, starting at 4 p.m, and 1 round on Friday. 4 of those matches will be on the stream, so people will be able to watch it, and we will handpick
which
the
one's
matches
going to
that
be the
go
best
on there,
TV.
because we're obviously going to look for the best TV. I mean, if I have a look at that field, I think, if let's take Jared Solomon and Ahmed Karim happen to draw each other in round 1, I mean that's
the TV dream.
That'll be the TV dream, right? We'll just 2 of the best in the country playing each other, or those 2 against anybody like Max, who else is in the field, and those are the pros we're talking about. But I want to tell you,
sneaky entries in there.
Those
that might
sneaky,
not be
they're
pros.
not so sneaky, right? I can tell you now, anyone who has to play Nicky Hanoi, good luck, because he's going to be a proper tough match. Mark Liffman is notably the best heads-up player in the country. He has result after result, even if they cash heads-up and not tournament heads-up. He's in the field and he will be tough to beat. Mark will not be scared to put in the chips and get the pressure out there. And as we saw in the Businessman's Challenge last that he won, he is no easy contender and he wants to win.
No one plays to lose.
Yeah, but he plays hard to win. So Mark will be a very, very tough contender in the field, amongst all the others. So it's very, very exciting. 100,000 anteed up for those players to play that, and the prize money will be like 800 at the top, 300 for second, 150 for third and fourth. So very, very excited about that event.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. We've never had such a big heads up. I think we had one heads up tournament years and years ago when we were at Carnival City back in the day, and that was pretty fun, but it was on a much smaller scale. And obviously we've made everything bigger and better as we've grown, especially with Sun International and with Sunbet Poker Tour. So
yeah, and actually I saw Ryan Brower in the room. He's playing in the 25k, and he won a heads up game at Sun City in 2006.
Yeah.
And another one of those players that was in the field was Jamie Villela, who's also playing the 100k. I see he's in the field here. Henny Appel is somewhere here, or I certainly saw his name on the booking sheet.
He's definitely on property.
Yeah, and he was also a winner of a heads-up tournament here in Sun City, I think in 2007. Or him and Cyril Jazanowski got the final table together. So that was some old players, coming to find something.
That's cool. And I even got a call. We spoke to one of our very old school players, if people can even remember, Snowy Brown, and he's coming to Sun City, and he's so excited. He said he hasn't played poker for so long, but he's so excited to come. So it'll be awesome to see some old familiar faces back in the field. Yeah,
no, very exciting, and we're very excited to get players, we keep on saying it, up here to Sun City, because it is probably South Africa's favourite family destination, or definitely for people in Gauteng, because it's so accessible. You don't have to worry about the road so much. There are alternate routes now that make it a much more comfortable ride. You don't have to go over all those speed bumps and whatever. You just have to go straight through Rustenburg if you're coming on the N4.
It's a much easier drive.
It's probably 20 kilometres longer and 15 minutes shorter as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, because it's way smoother. There's no stop.
So That's pretty exciting for guests coming. Or you can be like some of our other guests, just fly helicopter in or jet in.
Yeah.
So
you do you.
Yeah. However you want to get here, just get here and get here safely and come and enjoy the sun, the fun, and all the thrills at Sun City. And of course, the
million thrills.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going old school.
Old school, yeah, absolutely. The other day I said I'd beg them to do the "We Will Rock You" advert.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, I mean, we've evolved, like we said, and so is Sun International, and we're so excited to be partnered with this amazing brand and with the Sunbed brand as a whole. I think we've done great things. I think they've helped us grow poker exponentially. And we're looking onward and upward, and here's to a fantastic week of poker.
Absolutely, and
we hope to see you guys here.
Yeah, thank you, Kate.
Thank you.
And we'll speak to a lot of players this week.
Yes.
We're looking to do a lot of lifestyle inserts and stuff, so pretty exciting times. Guys, stay tuned in, watch the stream. There are updates regularly. Caitlin will give you all our platforms.
Just find us on social media. There's Twitch, there's Facebook, there's YouTube, there's Twitter, there's Instagram, pretty much anything on social media. You'll find us. Just search for Monster Jam Poker Tour or Sunbed Poker Tour, and we will be there.
Cool. Have a good evening.